Hello dear students, welcome on my YouTube channel Learn 8th Standard English Textbook. Myself Bhagwan Sarode from Gokhale Education Society's JDC Bitco English Medium High School, Nasik Road. In previous video, we have learned first poem, that is A Time to Believe. Today, we are going to learn figure of speech in English. Firstly, we will understand what figure of speech exactly is. Now, let's see the definition of figure of speech. Figures of speech are expressions that stretch words beyond their literal meanings. Another definition is a figure of speech is a word or phrase that has a meaning, something different than its literal meaning. It is used to add color to the language. Another meaning of figure of speech is a word or expression used not with its original meaning but in an imaginative way to make a special effect. It means figure of speech is a word which is used not with original meanings but which is used in an imaginative way. There are many figures of speech in English, such as simile, metaphor, personification, alliteration, onomatopoeia, hyperbole, idioms, antithesis, epigram, irony, interrogation, exclamation. Today, we are going to learn four figures of speech, that is personification, alliteration, repetition, and epigram. Now, let's see first figure of speech, that is personification. Personification is when you give human qualities and human characteristics to an object, animal, or idea. These qualities may be emotions, desires, sensations, gestures, or speech. When a writer uses personification, he or she gives characteristics of a person to an animal, object, or thing. Now, let's see some examples of personification. The first example is here, the leaves dance on the wind. In this example, we are giving human quality of dancing to leaves. So, here is use personification. Second example of personification is here, the angry shore was visible. In this sentence, here we are giving human traits of angry to shore. Third example of personification, my heart was competing with my head. Here we are giving human quality of competing to heart. Another example of personification, the willow tree shook her long hair. In this example, shook her long hair, this human characteristics is given to the tree. Another example of personification is the sun smiled at us. Here we are giving human quality of smiling to an object, sun. Now let's move on second figure of speech, that is alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of initial consonant sounds. Writers use alliteration to give emphasis to words, to imitate sounds, and to create musical effects. Writers also use alliteration to create moods, to give emotions to words, and to create rhythm in words. Now, let's get some examples of alliteration. The first example is you clinking, clanking, clattering collection of collagenous junk. In the first example, CL and C, these consonant sounds are repeated many times at the beginning of words. Second example, you bellowing bell of bowing fodder. In the second example, B, this consonant sound is repeated many times at the beginning of words. Another example of alliteration is I have heard how hedgehogs hog the hedge. In this sentence, H, this consonant sound is repeated at many times. Next example of alliteration is Ellie ate apples all afternoon. In this sentence, A. This consonant sound is repeated many times at the beginning of the words. So here we have completed alliteration, this figure of speech. Now let's learn next figure of speech, that is a repetition. A repetition is a figure of speech where in a word or group of words is repeated. It is used to create rhythm and bring attention to an idea. Now let's understand the examples of repetition where words and group of words are repeated. First example of repetition is I gaze upon the sky. I gaze at the clouds so high. In the first example, I gaze, these words are repeated twicely. Next example of repetition. I look upon the rotting sea and drew my eyes away. I look upon the rotting deck and there the dead men lay. In second example, I look upon the rotting. I look upon the rotting. These group of words are repeated twicely. It means this is an example of repetition. Another example of repetition. And more things kept coming. In this first example, and more, these words are repeated twicely. So it means this is an example of repetition. Next example. Round and round, he walked with his hands behind the back. In this example, round and round, this group of words is repeated. There is a difference between alliteration and repetition. Dear students, in alliteration, in this figure of speech, there is only consonant sounds are repeated. But in repetition, in this figure of speech, word and group of words are repeated several times. That is the difference between alliteration and repetition. Dear students, now let's start the next figure of speech, that is epigram. Epigram is the figure of speech which state the general truth and can be used as saying or quotes, etc. That is called epigram. Now let's get some examples of epigram. The example is, to believe is to know we are never alone, that life is a gift. Another examples of epigram. The first example, there never was a good war nor a bad peace. Next example, time is money. These two examples convey the general truth. It means these are the examples of epigram. So, dear students, today we have learned four figures of speech, respectively personification, alliteration, repetitions, and epigrams. Hope so you have understood these figures of speech. Dear students, homework for you. Find out 5 examples of each figure of speech which today we have learned, that are personification, alliteration, repetition, and epigram, and write down in your notebook. Thank you.